The city of Las Vegas has approved a new plan to build dozens of pickleball courts, and the proposed complex is getting mixed reviews.
We've got the fastest growing sport here, pickleball, and this is an opportunity for the city, with the funds that are coming from BLM, to build a beautiful complex in the northwest section of Las Vegas, and it'll benefit all the pickleball players and will benefit the community.
I agree with him. We do need more pickleball. We just don't need it 50 feet from my house to where I'm going to be exposed to this 24/7.
Those are just some of the people who showed up for public comment at today's city council meeting. This was all over a $12 million grant for a 30-court pickleball complex to be built at Wayne Bunker Park. That's on the northwest side of town. Those not in favor of the complex say it'll bring noise and traffic to the neighborhood. Today, the plan for the complex, though, was approved. Fox 5 reached out to the city of Las Vegas. It tells us the project still needs to go through the design process, as well as sending out bids for construction. There are also plans to allow those living near the park to provide input and feedback during the building process.